Welcome everyone, today we'll have a quick guide for Tower of Fantasy. As you can see over here, I'm currently farming one of the world boss with my guild, and I do realize this is one of the best ways to be grinding and also farming in the game. And in case you guys are not doing this, I do really want to make a video to highlight how important and also how rewarding it is for doing this particular world boss and other world bosses in the game. So whenever they respawn, you should be there trying to kill them and trying to get loots. So notice that just by killing this monster, we'll be getting vehicle maintenance items or vehicle maintenance materials, and those are very important in getting a weapon to higher level and also getting additional crystals for doing that. Now, if you do have any of the golden perfect ciphers, you can open this for a chance of SSR. So coming over to the game, what you want to see is there are chances for any of the SSR weapon and also chance for the SSR chips, which will give you a massive power boost. Now, personally, I have not gotten this myself after trying for close to 6 or 7 times, but I've heard someone have gotten once before, so this is definitely possible. So it's not happening during my recording. You can see that I'm getting SSR relic shards, I'm getting, purple weapons, and also getting other items. So over here, you can see me trying again at a different world boss and using another perfect cipher. Now we'll talk about how to get more perfect ciphers, and I'm still trying to look for the drop rate of those boxes. But right now, what I do is, so let's first have a look at the loots we get if I open one of the perfect ciphers. So you can see over here, if you open the system, you can see the list of items that I get. I'll get about 10,000 or more than 10,000 experience as I get higher level. I got 1 black gold because one of the items, I think the purple items, is automatically converted because I have too many of those. And also I get some of the weapon batteries metric data, and this also gives me the vehicle parts. This is the highlight. Now you will be trying to farm for SSR, of course, so the biggest drop will be the SSR items, SSR weapons and also SSR chips, but they haven't happened for me for about 6 rounds. But as we keep trying, we'll find those. But the more important thing is you'll be farming vehicle parts pretty much from those boss. So coming over to the game, we'll first talk about how to get those ciphers. Now those ciphers are obtained from weekly activities, so they're obtained over here. I believe it's 1, 2, 3, so you can obtain up to 3 of those over here from the weekly activities. I do believe those are the major consistent ways of getting those, so you can get the unlock ciphers 3 times a week. Now, if you do not have the perfect ciphers, you can still try to force it open. I do believe the loot does not include SSR, so this is a little unfortunate. But if it included that, then everyone will be farming non-stop, right? But the higher point is the highlight. Losing my words here. The highlight is you'll be getting vehicle parts. Notice I had some guildmates who has unlocked vehicle to much higher maintenance, and each time you do that, you will be getting crystals. It's not a lot. I think every 5 levels you get 20 crystals. So I'm still trying to work on this one. I'm still trying to work on this on the higher crystal levels. You can also request it from the guild. Because my guild has been farming this a lot, it is actually quite nice for them to be supplying me with some of that. Now currently at level 33, there are 4 or 5 bosses available, I believe. So I'll go quickly through the bosses in terms of difficulties and in terms of location. So there is a flower over here, and I believe this is by far one of the easiest boss to fight. And after that, there is one that is over here. So this upper this, and I believe this is the second one to fight. Then there is the 4th spot over here, and then there are 2 that is located over here on the mines. So there's Luca, and over here there is Sobek. Sobek, I believe, is the harder one, and this one is level 40. Now, for each of those bosses, they will have certain elements, and they will be weakened to a certain element. For example, the 4th spot I'm fighting over here is a level 35 boss, and they're weakened to fire damage. So really depends on the weapon choices you have. Usually I try to have at least one weapon that will, deal bonus damage to the boss, and this can help us to fight and also take it down much quicker. But if you're finding yourself to die a lot, it is preferable to use a ranged weapon, so you'll stay away from the boss's damages and also AoEs. It is also important as you're fighting the boss, guys, if you finding yourself losing a lot of health, make sure you party with someone, because healings and also damage boosts and buffs only come through from your teammate if you do join a team of 4 players. And notice I'm currently not in a team, that's because I was a little lazy. It is really worthwhile to have a team of 4 players, so you enjoy the buffs and also benefits, and also you get the heals and also damage bonus. Now, the next point is, What happens when you are trying to fight the boss and there's not enough people? There's two ways I have been trying to do this. The first way is if you come over here and look for party, and if you go for roaming boss, you can see there will be people making somewhat of a lobby to fight those boss. I did try it this way, but it was not very successful. The second way of participating and also fighting those boss is actually over here. You want to join a guild. After joining a guild, for my guild, this guild we all play on channel 99. And then in the guild messages, when everyone communicates and everyone goes to fight for the boss, we'll talk about where the boss is, and then everyone will go for the boss. And this actually organized enough players to defeat the boss. So notice that here pretty much everyone on this channel is from my guild, and this is a really smart idea. So if you guys are in a guild, if you guys are trying to fight, take down a world boss, this is much more efficient because everyone communicates. We go as a team of 5 or 10 players and we take one boss down, then we go for the next one, and then we go for the next one. So it is very efficient and very worth it to do it this way. So if you have some free time in the game, if you haven't been doing this is definitely something you should be looking into. Not only can you get SSR items, SSR weapons, and also, metrics, you can also be getting a lot of the vehicle maintenance items, which will come along very nicely as you keep grinding onto those. And they do respawn. I'm not sure the timing of the respawn because we only stay on one channel, but if you jump between different channels, you can get actually more respawns as well. Now before we finish the video, there's also one thing I want to share with you guys. I believe my guild was killing one of the boss and I didn't make it in time to kill the boss. But by the time I got there, the chest was also available for me. So even if you do not get to kill the world boss, you don't get the loots like over here. So notice killing the world boss will give you loots. Now if you don't kill the world boss, you can still have some time to open the chest. So I believe there was instance I didn't get to record it, but during the time when someone killed the world boss, there was still time for me to open the box. So if you guys are roaming around and if you're close to the boss location, so as we spoke earlier, the boss locations are 5 locations over here. If you're close to those locations, make sure you have a look. Even if the boss is dead, see if he can open the chest. If you don't have the ciphers, try to force it open, try to get some loot this way. And in case you guys are wondering, my current guild or current crew is Apocalypse. This is actually a really nice guild, everyone's really friendly, and we all play on channel 99. And just to show you guys, showing off a little bit, it just happens the current crew that we're with. Oh, we were number 1, they took us down to number 2? No way, right? Now for some reason I can't show you guys the number ranking over here for the crews, but our crew I believe on the Asian server for Galaxy were number 1 crew in the server, but I can't see it anymore. It's a little strange. Just little promotion for my crew over here. If you guys do want to join, we do have a crew that if you want to join, we do play on channel 99. Now if you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe on our YouTube channel and for more content related to Tower of Fantasy. I'll be looking into more free-to-play content, and I've tried to look into minimum spending or no spending method to clear the game and also achieve the highest amount of free currencies and also free-to-play, characters and also weapons in the game.